Young and the Restless's Vandals reveal Dina Mergeron's storyline to deal with when the new episodes return. However, from backstage at CBS during the daytime, the older actors can't come back from the beginning. That means Y&R can stand on Marla's sidelines for a while, so when does the soap film reveal Dina's death scene? Just before Young and Restless stopped producing to lock out the pandemic, the Abbott was gathered and all concerned about Dina Mergeron's declining health. Of course, her Alzheimer's disease is at an important stage and she is struggling to overcome it. So will Young and the Restless return to Dina's plot and draw natural conclusions? That doesn't seem likely because older actors will be the last to return. And that means that Marla Adams probably won't appear for a while as Dina Mergeron. However, Young and the Restless can simply write Dina Mergeron off the screen. That would make the Abbott family reel with news of her death at Alzheimer's care facility. But, that would be a terrible way to end Marla Adams' decades-long chain of activities on Y&R. Finished at CBS during the day, the latest information says they are scrambling to return to work. And during the break, writers reported back scripts to meet safety standards. One of the things to keep in mind to get back to work is that older actors can stay for a while. Young and relentless actor Eric Braeden, who plays Victor Newman, is ready to return to the film, even though he knows there are risks. However, it may take some time before we see Dina Mergeron, Victor or Jack Abbott for safety reasons. Right now, Y&R sisters in Bold and the Beauty are looking forward to their comeback in June for filming. And, if CBS is the first to return to the soap, then Young and the Restless may be coming soon, probably in July. That means new episodes will be released for the fall. But will we see Dina? Y&R program participants are working to return and shoot new episodes as soon as possible. But, it may still be early in the middle of the fall before we see this CBS soap come back with new episodes of Young and the Restless. That means the program will be played back for the last scan of the year. And soap always stores life's important events for weeks of evaluation. So, will Young and the Restless for November focus on the last days of Dina Mergeron with her Alzheimer's disease? It was a work worthy of Marla Adams' Emmy and deserved to be played on our screens. So let's hope that Young and the Restless will not be with her completely and simply announce Dina Mergeron's death. They need to let everything happen to their fans, many of whom have family members who have lost to Alzheimer's and appreciate Dina's true story. Young and the Restless fans wanted to know when Y&R started filming new episodes. Now, we have updated you with information about CBS soaps when they will work again. Also, we received a few words from the actors about how they are ready to return. We recently reported that Young and the Restless bigwig Eric Braeden was ready to return as Victor Newman, despite knowing it was a risk. He talked about the need for safety and acknowledged that the cast and crew may need to sign a waiver to return. Another non-stop young actress wanting to return to the set is Cameron Grimes, ready to play Mariah Copeland again. Cameron said she cried when called back to work at Y&R. And actress Mariah Copeland was not the only one. Actor Kevin Fisher, Greg Ricard is also available for the Young and the Restless episodes. You can see his message above where he teases his fans. Ricard said he hopes they will have great new shows soon, for viewers as soon as possible. So it seems he is ready to work again soon. Most of the actors are chatting a bit to get back to work and get out of the house, including the cast at Y&R. Many actors shared their quarantine activities while they climbed the wall. At home. Meanwhile, fans are enjoying classic episodes, but hoping for new ones. The Vandals and rumors of Young and the Restless said that CBS Daytime would probably resume operations in early June. However, the major obstacle now is the alliance representing the film crew and the actors. The California governor said he hoped to get people back to work, but unions were hindering them. Producer Bold and Beautiful hoped in mid-June to begin filming. After that, Young and the Restless may be the second soap to continue recording new episodes. Therefore, we will update you with information about what the union says as this is the main issue for Y&R actors and crews. In addition to the cast returning to the Y&R drama, fans shared their expectations for the new episodes. Since CBS soap has been dark for weeks, it means that writers have had a lot of time to retool the plot and prepare excellent new scripts. Some viewers spelled what they expected when Young and the Restless came back. One said that they would not accept any more excuses for Josh Griffith, and the sloppy conspiracies were made during the time they had to control the ship. Still others remind us when Josh disappoints us. Some examples of Young and the Restless include Chelsea Newman suddenly dumping Nick Newman. Then they rushed back to Chad Chatham. Another armchair critic said that S.K. Skyleo's reunion was clumsy too. So now will they do better? We recently reported that Young and the Restless bigwig Eric Braeden was ready to return as Victor Newman, despite knowing it was a risk. He talked about the need for safety and acknowledged that the cast and crew may need to sign a waiver to return. Another Young and the Restless actress wanting to return to the set is Cameron Grimes, ready to play Mariah Copeland again. Cameron said she cried when called back to work at Y&R. And actress Mariah Copeland was not the only one. Actor Kevin Fisher, Greg Ricard is also available for the new Young and the Restless episodes. You can see his message above where he teases his fans. Ricard said he hopes they will have great new shows soon, for viewers as soon as possible. So it seems he is ready to work again soon. The appearance of Young and the Restless promises a big comeback this week when Brad Carlton, Don Diamont, and Gloria Abbott appear in classic episodes. See someone coming back in Y&R running again. Would you like to come back this week? Also, Young and the Restless's next comings and goings will bring to kind a Chancellor, who is plotting with Dina Mergeron. They conspired to bring Jill Abbott down one notch. It was great to see Dina and Kay as a force to inspire fear. This week in the Y&R Classics, we will have A Few Days by Brad Carlton. You may remember Brad being Tracy Abbott's husband twice. This time, we will see the second time Brad married Tracy. Of course, Brad Carlton also married Ashley Abbott. While at Young and the Restless, Brad Carlton was a hunky gold miner. Also this week, Abbott patriarch John Abbott lived and died. There were scenes where he congratulated Jack Abbott for bringing Abbott back from Newman. But there is also a scene of John's funeral. In addition, Gloria Abbott came to another arc. You may recall from Young and Restless back then that Gloria was John's wife when he died. However, her stepson, Jack, lied to keep her from her husband's funeral. It is a myth. But it's worth watching as we wait for the new Y&R episodes to return. Other interesting comedies this week include Mackenzie Browning with scenes with Paul Williams. Paul tries to leave Mac in town, though she is accused of theft by Jill. Earlier, Jill had aimed at the Mac to stop her from Billy Abbott. There are also scenes of Young and the Restless with Malcolm Winters and a young Nate Hastings. Young Nate is sad because of the trouble between Malcolm and Olivia Barber. Also, look for Mamie Johnson, Veronica Redforest, on Young and the Restless this week. If you forget, she's the beloved family caretaker, practically raising John's kids after Dina gave up everything. Currently, we are watching the classic episodes Young and the Restless with many favorite fans like Kinda Chancellor and the Waitress Changing Ego. And see how these old shows remind fans of how great Y&R is when written correctly. So wait and see if everything changes. Young and the Restless's vandals for this week's classic episodes led Tracy Abbott to marry a man while John Abbott returned to the sad family movie very quickly. It was a week of central drama Abbott, and this is what you can expect. Young and the Restless's vandals for next week also bring John Abbott, who has an emotional scene with his son Jack Abbott. That came back when the Abbotts lost Abbott to Victor Newman. Then Jack got back to John's father. Other Young and the Restless vandals for this episode include Tracy Abbott and former lover Brad Carlton. In addition, Ashley Abbott has buried the axe with Victor since he brought the family back to Abbott. See and watch their chemistry in this episode since 1999. Meanwhile, we are still waiting for them to continue filming new movies. The next spoilers of Young and the Restless brought us to 2001 when Jack held a big party and proposed Phyllis Summers in front of everyone. Red freaks out and runs out. Meanwhile, John Abbott talks to Tracy Abbott about Brad because she has resurrected with him. In addition, the episode reminiscent of Young and the Restless angered Ashley because she is currently with Brad, but Tracy lives with him. That's because he took the time to get to know his daughter Colleen Carlton. Tracy will not come back despite her father. Y&R quickly moved from older episodes and moved to previous Christmas with the Abbott. This episode was 6 months ago and has Dina, who has Alzheimer's disease, but goes home with her family on holidays. Also, not long after Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, is married to Lola Rosales. Young and the Restless brings us back on December 27, 2019, to Dina's last Christmas with her family. Tracy Abbott on hand with his siblings. They made the mother's holiday memorable with gifts, songs and read a classic holiday. Be sure to adjust for Abbott's long and non-stop weeks. You can enjoy time with Jack, Ashley, Tracy Abbott and their beloved father John Abbott.